fact, we come to you, Bhanu Sharma ji, to the beautiful country of Nepal, and through your experience across diverse fields from finance and banking and now into leadership development and coaching and working with communities and youth. Talk to us about this theme.
Very well. Thank you so much. Chair Professor Kulkarni, distinguished speakers, and friends of one shared humanity here. Namaste, Hari Om, from the Himalayan country of Nepal. I think, when I went through the text on what the topic is going to be, leadership with courage and compassion, I don't think there can be a better topic today. Because we have seen people who are very strong but very cruel. Right? We have seen people in the, families, in the society, in a neighborhood, in countries, in organizations. And we have also seen people who are compassionate, but they don't have the courage to do anything. I think when courage and compassion both come together, I think that is where the fire inside you is ignited. That's when both of them come together. I remember, about 11 years back, we had a massive earthquake in Nepal. You might have seen in the televisions and in newspapers, right? And there was earthquake, and people, and it was not one earthquake. There were tremors after tremors, series of them. And we only had two choices: either wait for another earthquake to come, right, or then start our work in surveys, in PTSD, in post-trauma stress disorder, in counseling, in leadership. We chose the second one. We didn't wait. The same night we swung into action. And then in about a couple of months, we had worked in over 1/5 of Nepal. 1/5 of the whole country we represent. And personally, on a personal level, I worked in counseling with 42,000 people in less than 2 months. But then what I learned is, it's very important to have courage. But if I had the courage but no compassion, I would not help people. I would rather try to make money off the disaster that had come in. So what I learned is, it's very important to have compassion along with courage. And who is the Pratham Pujya? Pratham Pujya is Bhagavan Ganesh, right? Lord Ganesh. And what does Ganesh mean? Gana means team. Is means leader, team leader. That is Ganesh or Ganapati. And who are the two wives of Bhagavan Ganesh? Riddhi and Siddhi. Riddhi is courage. Siddhi is compassion. That's why we first worship Ganesh before we do anything else. First worship the leadership in you. And to all youngsters and everyone here, to leaders and future leaders, what I want to tell you is, Ganesh is not outside. Ganesh is not outside. When the scriptures, when Ganesh Purana says, Ganesh is the son of Lord Shiva and Mata Parvati, then who are we? We are also Ganesh in our own making. And this Ganesh, the Ganesh in you, has Riddhi and Siddhi. We have to awaken both of them together. Another very interesting example from the scriptures, from the Sanatan tradition. It's a very, very rich tradition. Mata Saraswati. Saraswati Maya Drishtva Vida Pustakadharani Hamsa Vahana Samyukta Vidya Danam Karotume. Say this. There are four elements in this sloka. Saraswati Maya Drishtva. I'll come to this later on. Bina Pustakadharani. She has two things. In one of her hands, she has a vina, means action. She's always at play, she's always at action. That is courage. You have to be proactive. You have to get into work. You have to start solving problems. You have to start, facing problems right there on its eyes. You cannot stay back because the Ganesh, the Saraswati in you cannot awaken like this. Bina, and the second one is, but see, you are courageous, but without knowledge, that is not going to help you. If you are going to get into action, you are very active, but without knowledge, without the book, without the knowledge, you will be active, but you will not be productive. So there's the difference between activity and productivity. Right? Bina Pustaka Dharani. She has both. And very important thing, Hamsa Vahana Samyukta. Vidya Danam Karotume. Not only that, Saraswati Mata has the book and the veena, the musical instrument there, but she also, she is on her swan. She is on her duck, and that means she has the eyes of wisdom. And wisdom is inner clarity. And what brings clarity, what brings confidence to life? All youngsters, clarity brings confidence. Nothing else brings confidence into our lives. If you're clear about what you want to do, you will have clarity. The only difference between Sriram Panchuji and what I do is, there's only one T that sets us apart. Okay? He is into mediation and I'm into meditation. So there's only one T that is extra, right? Mediation and meditation. But if you meditate first and then go into mediation, things will become very easy. I think this is how Guruji Sri Ravi Shankar, he initiates peace processes all around. Through mediation, through meditation and then mediation. But when you go into work, take the T out and let it become mediation, right? So wisdom, and not only that, what Mata Saraswati says is, Saraswati Maya Drishtva. She has an eye on everyone. A leader has to be caring. I don't mean start with organizational leadership. Start with corporate leadership or political leadership. Start helping you people in the family. Try to listen to them, because Lord Ganesh has only one mouth but 2 ears. We also have one mouth and 2 ears. Start listening to people. And remember, friends, today, if you can listen to people, your leadership will be at its height. Research says at the top echelons of leadership, it is 87% listening. So the art of listening is the art of leadership, and the art of listening is listening with a compassionate heart. Just listening with a compassionate heart. I know that I'll be running out of time. I'll wind up now. So Saraswati Maya Drishtva. Look at everyone in your family. Don't ignore people. Don't ignore their pains and pleasures. Right? So don't go beyond family for some time. Concentrate on family. And then look at your neighborhood. And then look at the organization you are in. This is how, this is how big organizations, this is how extraordinary good organizations are born. Organizations are born through human beings and not through systems. The human being is the catalyst. And look at the country. If you have a leader who is courageous and also compassionate, you can live in that country. It will be a livable country. If you have a leader who is only compassionate but no courage, you will be a very, very poor country. You will be living in a very, very poor country. But if you have a leader who is courageous but not compassionate, you will be living in dictatorship. Right? So, all this translate into one form of leadership. Finally, once again, through whatever we do in Jeevan Vigyan, the organization I represent, what we do is, we teach people the chakra healing, the energy healing, and then we teach youngsters how to go into entrepreneurship, and we teach, business people how to be resilient, We're working with governments of all 3 tiers, and we are also in the process of creating compassionate and courageous leaders. I'm very happy that we are together on this. Thank you so much for having me here. Have a great time ahead. Thank you. Hari Om.